What's going on, guys? jtmoffroad here. We've got to do something relatively quick today. I have a work trip tomorrow that last minute I had to get a rental car for, and the rental car place doesn't have any rental cars. So I have to take my truck, and I don't really want to take my truck on a 5-hour trip because on the highway this thing has a bad wobble. Once you get up to about 70 or so. The one thing I've been needing to do is change out the CV axle shafts, because when I got this truck 3 years ago, the passenger side axle shaft boot was leaking right off the bat. And another time when I was changing the caliper, I was heating up one of the bolts and I burnt the boot on the CV axle. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I'm just gonna wait and just change out the axle shaft someday anyway, because the truck's, you know, how old. I'm thinking that over time that these shafts are having a vibration down the road. Just a thought. Could possibly not be it at all. But I do know that both of those need change. They've been leaking for a while. There's got to be no grease in them. And it's just a matter of time before they're just completely done. So I'm going to change these out. Hopefully it does what I'm hoping it'll do and fix that problem. Hopefully I'll get these in quick enough and go out for a drive and see how it does. And if that doesn't solve it, my tires have not been rotated in a very long time. Actually, since I've owned it, I've never rotated them. So I want to try that out, maybe, and if not that, you know, maybe a wheel bearing or something with the steering. We're going to start off with this because I know they're bad. I'm trying to do this all really quick because I got to leave tomorrow for this trip. So I want to try to get those done. I watched a video on changing these out, and some guys have to take the sway bar link off. One guy actually left the tire on, left the sway bar link on, and was able to drop the old one out, put the new one in. I'm going to try giving that a shot, just doing it that way. You know, worst comes to worst, I have to take the wheel off, take the sway bar link off. Took them only 15 minutes to do it. So I'm going to try it that way. Who knows if that's going to work or not. I'm going to try it because it'd be really awesome if it took no time at all. In terms of anything updates here, the 8.8's done, so all my gears and everything that was related to that is off my workbench. And I cleaned up my workbench a little here. This is just stuff, I've got to take some stuff to scrap, and these are just the boxes and, you know, whatnot. All my tools are finally away from the trip, and kind of cleaning stuff up in the garage a little bit. And, you know, probably doesn't look like much to you, but I did a lot of cleaning up over here. I still got to get rid of some stuff. I got rid of some stuff over there. And, yeah, just nice that things are out of the way. We're remodeling our bathroom, so we have a vanity, so that's here until I can get to that. So anyway, that's kind of getting you all caught up on what's going on here. So enough of me talking, let's get started. One minute into this, and I already decided that I want to take that wheel off. I may have forgot to mention, but the guy that did this in like 15 minutes, he has a lifted truck, and so he was able to see a lot more in there. So it only takes a minute to take this off, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that wheel off and then see everything. Well, I'm pretty surprised. That went pretty well. I'm not going to film the other side because it's the exact same thing, but I think it went pretty well. I took the tire off, but I didn't have to take the sway bar link off. I could see how when you're taking it out, that between the shock and the sway bar link, it's a little tight, but I really didn't have any problem getting it through and like getting the old one out and then the new one in. I think it went fine. Got everything torqued down and we're all set. So I'm gonna jump to the other side. This was the old one. It I don't know. I don't know what to tell, but the this one loosey goosey. New one more firm. So I hope that's a good sign. I don't know if that's just this isn't worn in yet or what. A lot of times I've had this too where I've replaced these and they don't come with a new axle nut. They always say you're supposed to replace it with a new one. Who actually does it, I don't know, but the ones I've bought before don't come with these, and these CarQuest ones, I don't know how good these are. They have a limited lifetime warranty, so good, I suppose. But these actually come with new axle nuts, so that's pretty cool. I like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go put this one in now. All right, both sides are done. This guy gave me more trouble than that one did. Imagine that. So this side is a little tighter, so that's why I'm guessing some people take the sway bar link off. I think it's actually easier to take the shock bolt out. I recently had the shock bolt out, so I knew it was going to come out just fine. So I took the shock bolt out and moved the shock up and twisted it off to the side, and that was just enough clearance to slide the axle out. Got the new axle in just fine, put it all together. The other problem was where the back plate or the back flange attaches to the piece coming out of the diff. It got some water in there somehow and rusted real bad. So the collar that comes off, I ended up taking a piece of rod and just smacking away at it the whole way around, and eventually it started breaking loose, so I could get something wedged in between a little bit and start pounding. Was able to break it free eventually. But this side's done. So it's hot today. It's hot today. There's no getting around that. So I'm sweating. So we're gonna get out of the garage. We're gonna go drive it around, get up to highway speed, and hopefully see if this is taken care of. If not, if I have time, I'm gonna try to go ahead and rotate the tires, but hopefully we don't have to do that. Hopefully it was just the axles. It did seem pretty bad. I don't know. So let's go out, hit the road, see what happens. Well, my first initial thoughts are it feels a lot better. I still can't say for sure yet though, because it still feels like there's a little wobble, but it's not as bad as it was before. There was no rhyme or reason to making it happen, like doing something to make it come back a certain way. I just remember it being like, you go past 60 and like closer to 70 it starts making it. And it kind of feels like it's making it right now, but it's still just not as bad as it was. So I don't know if it's maybe tires out of balance. I know the one tire's cupped a little bit and the tires are getting towards the end of their life. Maybe I just need new tires. I don't know. But you can probably hear in the background there's this annoying rattle. I'm pretty sure that's the window seal that goes around the window. The other side's pretty tight, that side's not. So it's been doing that for quite some time, and it never bothered me enough that I needed to do anything with it. But I think I'm going to do something with it. I think I'm going to put a little bit of silicone on that, take care of that for tomorrow's trip. Alright, so back in the garage, got the silicone on the seal. Hopefully that takes care of that. Well, as for the CV axles, they feel a lot better. Whenever I would turn full lock either side, it would do some like weird hopping. If you'd call it a hop, but you'd definitely hear like some stuff going on that wasn't normal. It wasn't like a normal click that you'd have with a CV axle, but you just tell something wasn't right. So the CV axles changed, did some good. The vibrations do feel a lot better. There's still a little bit, but I think that must be from something else. So at least we're kind of narrowing stuff down. That's one more thing that's done to the Avalanche that's been needing done, so that feels good. So make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you are subscribed and you're not getting notifications, go to my channel page, click the little bell, and you'll get notifications. They switched something up and a lot of people aren't getting notifications. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to like it, tell me what you think in the comments, click subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my upcoming projects and wheeling trips. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook to catch posts of videos in the making. See you next time.